Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of June 8th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and hitting the hype button. Wow, thank you. And of course, for all the lovely comments. It is so nice to hear from you. It definitely gives me hope and inspiration to keep going. So I truly thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy day to leave such positive comments for me. Thank you. Right. Ooh, 6 of Cups. So looking back to your younger times. A little bit of nostalgia. Maybe you're spending time with some relatives or heard from somebody you haven't heard from for a while. And it just sort of brings you back that optimism, happiness. You know, just spending a little bit of time reminiscing coulda, woulda, shouldas, things from the past that you've accomplished. And just really good, happy memories. So that's very nice to see. And the 4 of Swords. So healing. This could be physically as well as mentally for some of you. It's just taking a time out for yourself. Allowing yourself to get off the merry-go-round of life and go within. Take some time for yourselves. Do some reflections, some meditating. You know, rewarding yourself for all the hard work that you've done. Now this could be for some of you that you're healing from an ailment as well. But you are like doing something that you enjoy, whether that's watching TV or taking a walk in a park or just resting at home, reading a book, you know, taking a hot salt bath. But you are allowing yourself to heal, taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, and should, because your health is your wealth and you're very much aware of that. And the Knight of Swords. So it looks like you're making some travel plans here for a trip. And it may be actually a trip by air. You know, just because it's a quicker way of travel for yourself. And, you know, you weren't expecting to make this trip, but it was sort of like a last minute thing that has come up. There's a few relationships around you that you're starting to realize is not in your best interest. So those relationships are cooling down. You're letting them go. You're realizing that you're not really seeing eye to eye. You're not cutting any corners here. You're not listening to gossip, you know, but you want to speak very clearly when you get this message across to these people. And you're doing it because you know it's time to cut the ties, speak your mind, and then be done with it. And that's the attitude you're heading at this with. And the Fool, then starting over. Understanding this is a new beginning, new chance, new opportunity. And this is positive. You know, this is increase in your life in general, your finances. You're trusting in your life that you've made the right decisions here. And you're taking a leap of faith. This is a new adventure, new opportunities. And right now you're feeling, you know, really good about starting this. Like the optimism is off the charts for this new beginning. And that can be in all areas of your life. Home, family, friends, travel plans. But you are doing it from a perspective of this is going to be so much fun, or this is going to be so good. And the High Priestess. Putting time, energy, and effort into something with the assumption and realization that this is going to succeed. You're very knowledgeable. You are. And you have what it takes to do what this is you're after. You're trusting it yourself. You're, you know, understanding. You've set a standard for yourself and now you're bringing it to life. And you're very comfortable in the position of being in power. It makes you feel comfortable. So you're finding the balance in your life right now. Things just seem to be flowing along very nicely. So you're feeling more stronger in your position in life. All right. And the Nine of Rods. So definitely taking a stand for yourself, realizing that you believe that you are right in all things. So right now you're drawing the line in the sand, no matter what it is, and speaking your piece, standing your ground, making other people realize of where you're at in your life, what your expectations are for your future. And it takes courage to do this, but you do it. You're testing that this is the right decision for you. This boundary setting is going to last because you are geared up for this. You've made your choice, you've spoken your mind, and now, as far as you're concerned, that's that. So good on you. Five of Pentacles, taking care of your finances. It's been a bit of a setback for some of you in the past. You know, financial loss of something. Maybe an unexpected bill come up or something happened that you felt like you didn't quite have enough. And it put you in almost a panic mode of trying to resolve that problem in your life that it doesn't ever happen again. So you have been moving away from not having enough. You've been setting yourself up with having more in your life financially wise, and you're realizing that you can do it. You can, regain your optimum money issues, but you are also realizing there is some things you need to move away from. And starting with, for many of you, that mindset of not enough. So you're worrying about it. It may not even have happened or will happen. You're just over analyzing, overthinking stuff that you don't quite have enough. And the Three of Rods. All right. So it looks like you're thinking about making a trip to a fair distance. You're decided that, okay, maybe you have that bug taste going. You want to travel, you want to try new experiences, and you are looking to overseas opportunities, like where to go, where to travel. This is your enterprise. You're looking at your future as a, how do you put this? Kingdom almost. You have enough, you're in charge of this. How you go into this is how it's going to be, that sort of attitude. But some of you are really looking into more travel in the future for yourself to foreign lands that perhaps some of you have either wanted to go to or just wanted to explore, like maybe your ancestors, where your great grandparents came from, and you want to go and have a look, that sort of thing. And the High Priestess. So definitely stepping into your comfort zone. This is knowledge, inspiration, fruits of your labor, trusting in yourself that you're doing the right thing at the right time and finding the right purpose to go forward. So everything right now is doing really well. Very copacetic. Things are happening more calmly in your life. And that really helps you to gain your footing, regain your health, taking care of yourself, knowing where you stand in the world right now. And the Karma, very nice. So this is the universe saying, step into the light. We're here to catch you. So you're stepping out of a time period of where you were not quite sure what was coming at you or how to approach things, and now you're just sort of entering the universe going, okay, here I am. And the universe is responding to that for you. And the Shadow, see, that is nice to see that release, that self-doubts, over-analyzing, overthinking things, feeling more secure in your decisions. So you're stepping out of the shadows of insecurities and over-analyzing and overthinking things, and more into a lighter period. Yeah. The Queen of Wands. So definitely stepping into a successful venture for yourself. And you are truly taking on the management position, knowing full well that you are not only in control, but you can do this, you can master this, and you're taking the initiative to go forward. So good for you for stepping into this. It takes courage and confidence. And you have that. You have that zest again for life. Determination, joy, feeling stronger with each day and with each thing you do. It's empowering you to continue to make, bolder moves and step forward into who you are. And the Queen of Swords. Yes, speaking your mind, knowing where you stand, letting others know where you stand without a shadow of a doubt. You're making fair judgments, you're putting up clear boundaries for all that come near you. Your communications are clear as a bell. You're definitely standing up for yourself, what you believe in, trusting that your skills are right on cue. Like you're speaking verbally to those that need to face the truth in some matter. And you're more than willing to step up to that plate. And the Hangman. So definitely getting, for some of you, professional help. Somebody from the outside, somebody who has more experience. And asking them some questions of how to change your behaviors in life. Yeah, I said it. You're developing a more understanding of seeing things much more clearly. And you've removed yourself from everything else to come up with this. So you're taking a different view on different circumstances in your life and how they went about and what your participation was in it. And you want to make a change. You want to release that. You don't want to repeat it. So you're definitely asking the right questions of the right people and receiving the proper answers. And the Empress. Nice. Sitting in your power, understanding that you've planted the seeds, everything's going very well for you here. It's, abundance, nurturing. You're doing very well. This is really starting to grow and take the proper steps for yourself. You've accomplished something. You're developing courage more within your thought process and your actions, which really gives you that strength in your knowledge, knowing that you're making the right decisions for yourself going forward. Oh yeah, you are all about clearing the air. Definitely. The Ace of Swords. So standing in your ground, knowing that your decisions are coming to you or coming out of you because if you were feeling stuck about anything, you got total mental clarity. This is your breakthrough. You have new ideas. Your mind's really sharp right now. And any conflicts, you're dealing with them. You are not holding back. You are being clear as you could possibly get in all areas of your life. And it will help you to not let other people know where they stand, but gives you back your power. And this is just the beginning. If you got a problem, you are facing it. You're not holding back in any demeanor. You understand what it takes to be that leader, and you're stepping into that position. And the Six of Wands. Very nice. Getting public recognition for all that you do. The roads you've been through, the paths you've chose, what you've done in the past, and where you are in the future. This is public recognition and a victory for yourself. You've made progress. This is self-confidence is back. You're feeling, that you're in authority. Things are going smoothly. And it's because of the actions that you've taken to get this far. And people are really starting to see you and give you the proper recognition for all that you hold going forward. So this is a really, really nice time for you. You're coming back around to who you used to be. And people are starting to recognize that in you, that you're changing from a more positive outlook in life. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. That's your earth sign. Definitely, seeding your gardens, making sure that everything around you is continuing to grow and flourish in the way that you expected. Your bank accounts are now growing. You're starting to feel more empowered as you go. And some of you are looking to start a business or get into a business with a partner. And this is just the beginning. You're doing your homework first. You're making sure that it's going to not only be lucrative, but prosperous for you in the future. So you are really taking charge of something and understanding that it will be slow to get there, but it will definitely pay off, because there's real money to be made here on its way. And you are very much aware of that. So you're taking advantage of the knowledge that you have, the knowledge that you've gained, and turning it into something for yourself for the future. Okay, and your oracle card. Happy news about your career, promotion or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next Friday. Bye for now.